Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video I'm going to show you guys a few consignments. I don't have too many that's coming in. Stuff's kind of winding down for Christmas, but I also have a few things I want to show you guys that were sent in for Noah. I just want to show them in the video. That way people know that the items that they sent in are getting to Noah. But Noah, if you are watching this later on, I'm going to let you know before, but you might want to tune out just so that you can still be surprised. And then I'm going to show you guys a really cool set that I've shown here on the channel before, but it's really, really rare. And so it's scarce, rare. This is both. But we saw several of them come up in the past few years. But for a while there, it was one of those things that was just super hard to find. So I recently got it back, and I'm going to show it to you again. All right, so we're going to start off with, got in a nice Crystal Nidoking. This one is up for sale. This one hasn't went into auction just yet. It's going to go into auction, I believe, on the 21st for 10 days. So it should be ending around New Year's. But really cool card. Nines are doing really good. I think if you're the consumer, like if you're the one trying to buy the card, you're getting a lot of quality, and prices are pretty low right now. Also, got in some. This right here is not actually on. It's just a way for me to mark it because there's two of them. Little poster pack. Platinum poster pack. Oh wait, well there's that one too, but there's also this other platinum poster pack. Let me just pull it up just a little bit, but you can see it right there. Got the Magnezone, but inside of here you've got two platinum base set packs, and I believe that's Pop Series 8. You get two Pop Series 8 booster packs, so there's two of those. Then we also have the Supreme Victor's Platinum poster pack. So again, you get a poster. You get two Platinum Supreme Victor's packs, and you get two Pop Series 9 packs. And then there's a Dialga in there for the promo. And then we have one more. This one should be live on Wednesday. Had to pull it. The pictures, either I just completely forgot, which is most likely what happened, or they didn't upload. Sometimes that does happen, though, like where you upload the pictures and you click submit, and then it like pulls in pictures from other things. Like I've had random pictures from on eBay of like coins and currency pull in on my Pokemon items before. It's like, what in the world? Like, how did that even happen? Like, I'm not sure if just, listing so many things, sometimes things get crossed up. But here you get a little mini album. I believe it's two black and white packs, probably base set. And then you got this Axu, which I believe this Axu's, it used to be one of these Axus, maybe the 15, black and white 15. I can't remember. One of them was like really rare. It was like a $15 promo when there were no $15 promos back in the day, for that kind of stuff. Other than like actually really rare stuff. All right, then we have some blister packs. We got a couple Oshawotts, got a Platinum Supreme Victors, Dark Explorers, Diamond and Pearl, another Diamond and Pearl there, Platinum Arceus, Boundaries Crossed, Next Destinies. I know there are people out there who collect blister packs, and that's usually a very rigorous endeavor. There's a Drifloon. So in this you get a Plasma Storm pack, but then you also get like a 3-card sampling pack. So that's not another full pack. And then you get the two promos. Same thing here with the Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff. It's Plasma Storm, and then you get like a 3-card sampling pack. Same thing here with Black and White. Yeah, it calls it a 3-card promo pack, but it's just like 3 non-hollows normally, if I'm remembering right. It's not like the Dollar Tree packs. I don't think you can actually get hollows and stuff inside of them. Which, again, I could be wrong on that, but just assume the worst. Noah, getting ready to show some of your stuff. So if you are watching, you might want to tune out here. Well, I tell you what, I'll do that very last. That way, if you want to see the really cool set. So this right here, many of you know what this is. So we're looking at the English Verse series. You could only receive these through the Tropical Mega Battle. It was one of those things where they built a deck for some of the people that had participated or won. They invited them back. There was 2001. There was 2002 as well. This is from the original 2001. I believe the way you know is based off the Mantine. The Mantine was later corrected in the 2002. But it's rumored anywhere from like 10 to 20, maybe 30, 20, 22, 24. I've seen numbers like that thrown out of each of these in English have been given out because I believe there were, what was it, 12 or 24 participants each year. So just say max 24 participants each year, and then probably over half of them, right at half, were English. But there were 2 years where you could get these cards in English. But in general, the Verse series was never printed in English. It was just a Japanese exclusive set. If I could be wrong, but I believe it was the first set with the new Japanese type back, like not the blue, but this gold looking backside. And It's also the first set, I think, on the Japanese side that had first edition. And this is when English transitioned to no first edition. So it was kind of one of those things where it was like they flip-flopped. You know, English had first edition all the way through Neo Destiny. Legendary Collection did not have it. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was, I can't remember if this actually predated Legendary Collection or not, the same year. And then on the Japanese side, they didn't have first edition until you got to Verse series, but Expedition and all the other sets subsequently did have first edition all the way through X and Y, if I'm thinking right. And some of the sets didn't even have unlimited. Like some of the sets were like super, like, well, we're getting way off tangent here, but I want to show you guys some of these cards. So these are all like trophy level type cards, but there's a complete set because there was a deck given out and there were 17 cards. So you can see Switch. Usually you find these sold as a complete set, but it's kind of interesting to think of them being sold individually. Got Faulkner's Furo, Whitney's Ferret. I've heard people call it Ferret. Got Potion right here. When I had these pulled out, it took a while, but I figured out how to do a multi-withdrawal, and I think the problem was, because I mentioned this to them, nobody at the vault has been able to help me out with any of this stuff, which is kind of frustrating. I've had one guy who doesn't work with the vault. He's been communicating with me, which has been very helpful. Thank you, Mr. Aaron, if you guys know Aaron. But I suggested that it might be a price point issue because I was trying to withdraw all my Charizards, and one of them is a PSA 10 Charizard. I'm like, you know, this is almost a $250,000 card. Do you think that might be the issue? And I mean, just crickets. But I went to withdraw that the other day, and I just withdrew that one individual card, and it said because it's over 200K, Concierge is going to get in contact with you. So we'll see how that goes. They still have yet to contact me, so I don't know if they're shipping it or what's going on there. This is the one that has the arrow. I believe that's supposed to be a fighting symbol right there. So there's a corrected version of this in the 2002 deck, and that's really the only way that I believe that you can tell, unless you have everything together, and then the energies are slightly different. I believe there's like an extra fighting energy or an extra psychic energy, something like that, or maybe it's grass, and I'm just saying fighting and psychic because I see it down here. But the David Person, he would know better because I believe he has both of the decks, and he's had both of them in hand. I know he has both versions of the Claire's Mantine. Karen's Rapidash. Got Janine's Beedrill. All right, PK. Here's probably the most scarce Raichu there is, other than maybe like the pre-release Raichu, right? But maybe the most scarce officially released card. You got the English Verse Series Jasmine's Raichu. I don't know if you have one. That would be a big card if you did, but if you don't, man, here's the big card from the set. You have the Tropical Breeze. You have the English version here. Near mint 8. So like for me, I'm an English collector, and this was always kind of like the ultimate chase for me because it's at the very beginning of an era, still kind of like at the end. I considered this part of the WotC era timeline because Skyridge is like 2003, 2002, and so for me, these were the cards that I chased for the longest time. And once this set come out, there was like subsequently 3 or 4 sets that come right after that. It might have even been more than that. And I kind of had the opportunity to buy almost all of the ones that, well, at least that I know of. Maybe there were more than there may have been upwards of 5. Like I know there were a bunch of sets that come out. And most of the sets that were bought went into collectors' hands. And so we saw a lot of these come out. And I think that they were showing as more available than we're going to see in subsequent years. That's just my opinion. I think most of these sets that were bought went into collections that are going to hold them for a while. So if the next time this set comes up, it may be, we could see around the same price for the set again, or we could see something significant. Most of the sets, I believe, were transacting. You know, there was one I think that went sub 100,000, but most of them went 100 to 150. I paid, as far as I know, more than anybody else. I paid 200K for my set, which is a lot of money, but it had been so long since I had picked up this set, and I knew that I could get it complete, and it had a good backstory coming directly from someone who was a participant. Again, thanks to Mr. Person for helping me out there. I really appreciate that. And guys, if you're looking for a set like this, you're probably going to, if you want to get it from a collector's hands, you're probably going to have to pay up. But keep an eye out. You just never know. Times like this, we've seen a lot of cards come up. Think of all the illustrators we've seen. I mean, it seems like we have one of those every week or multiple. You know, we've got a 9 right now on Golden, and I think it's going to, I mean, I don't know the price it's going for, but it would not surprise me if it went for a really low comparative price from what we've seen in the past, just because so many have come up. It's the higher end market right now. There are some cards doing really, really well, but because so many of the illustrators have come up and there's more graded than technically they should exist, I think that it's going to be one of those times where there might be a real opportunity with something like this. Fortunately, it's not for me. I'm not going to be participating with the Pikachu Illustrator, working on something else right now. So it's just out of my range, and I think it's out of a lot of people's ranges right now. So if it is something that you've been looking to buy, now may be a good time. But it's a lot of money to put into a card that seemingly never doesn't have a supply that's stopping, but it could stop and dry up at any minute. All right, so let me jump into the Noah stuff. I wanted to show you guys and thank some of you for your generosity. So Noah, if you're watching, now would be the time to tune out. Don't want you to be spoiled by your surprise, but we're going to start off with Mr. Rainbow Jim. He donated $5, so we're going to send him a Scarlet and Violet 151 pack. We have Pokédak. He donated, he said 10 packs. I went ahead, I think he said to just grab 10 of the cheapest set, which is Pokemon Go, I believe. I'll check it and make sure if he had said something else, but I went ahead and picked up 10 of the Pokemon Go packs, which is a fun set too. People dog on Pokemon Go, but I think it's just because it's been released so much, both English and Japan. But I mean, I have fun with this set. Like, it has the starters, it's got good holos, it's got legendary Pokemon, it's actually got a few alternate arts in there. I think that Pokemon Go will age in time, but it's going to take a while to get there because it's just been so overprinted. Got that guy who's been offering out packs for the distribution cases, 750 packs a piece. And, you know, I mean, it was just printed, I think, into oblivion, and so subsequently, like, the supply has just been there. But I really like the set. I'm going to make sure I don't show anybody's address here. I'm going to still show the products, even if there wasn't a note. So this is another thing that come in. I'm going to make sure this gets out to him. This is also to hold me accountable for you guys, so that you know that the products that you're sending me to send to Noah, I'm saying, hey, he's going to get this, because he'll have access to this video. So if he doesn't get it, he'll be like, hey, man, what happened to that deck of cards I was supposed to get? The Old Maid cards, right? This is Old Maid? I think it's Old Maid, right? I can't. I don't even really know. Maybe it's just playing cards. I think it's Old Maid because I've sold a few of those Gengars for somebody graded in a 10. This one is from, here, I'll show this part. Jedi Master T. It says Merry Christmas. So he actually sent some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, so this is kind of cool. We've got a Guardian Slime. Then we have some reprint Invasion of Chaos, which is really cool. That's a cool set. Maybe you'll pull a Blackluster Soldier or a Chaos Emperor Dragon. This is from Mr. Lawrence. So he did put a note with it, but let me make sure there's no personal. Yeah. So he just says, Merry Christmas, Noah. Here are some graded cards for your collection. Guys, thank you so much for helping out with this too. I think it's neat to have the notes and different things and different people's collections, not just me sending them a box of stuff, just knowing that a multitude of people out there are willing to just send people stuff for Christmas. I mean, I think that's really cool. Very generous of you guys too. So he sent a Latios. Got a Mew from Celebrations in a 10, a Zacian Level X. We've got the reprint from the Celebrations 25th anniversary. And one of my favorite promos of all time, you have the Mew full art from the Mythical Collection. Very cool card. I opened up so many of these things. Generations was a game changer set for me because I ordered like massive with this Mythical Collection Mew. I was able to get massive allocations for subsequent generation sets where everybody was wanting them. But because I had ordered so many of the Mew, where nobody else had, well, some people did, but I'd ordered, I mean, it was like thousands and thousands of this particular box. I mean, I just had giant boxes full of these pins. I would break them down, open up the packs, and I wasn't even selling the packs at that time, and I was able to get cases upon cases for all of the subsequent sets. I even set back like complete holiday collection sets of those, so that was very cool. Thank you very much. I know that was a little extra. Oh, that was it for the Noah stuff, but here is one thing, guys. I have a consignment in. I don't know who this is. The tracking number doesn't match. It could be an error on my end, but I'm not finding this matching any of my records. I'm not going to show the full information. Let me see. I think I can show this side. Yeah, so this is the information. This is the box it was sent in. I'm not going to show the return address. Like, I see who it says it's from, but I don't have anything in my email for that. But here's the consignment itself. A cool looking reprint Pikachu, Zapdos. So if this is your consignment and you're wondering why I haven't emailed you, send me an email. Hopefully I'll get an email by the time this thing comes out or soon thereafter. because I'm ready to list your consignment. However, I need to know who it is, unless somebody sent this as a gift for Noah. But there wasn't any information in the box. Maybe it was before and it was removed if they opened it up. I'm not really sure what happened there, but I need to know whose consignment this was. It doesn't match any tracking number that I have. It doesn't match anything that I have technically showing for inbound. But again, it could be an issue that I'm just missing something or I typed something wrong. If this is your consignment, let me know so we can get it cleared up and then I can get your stuff listed. Guys, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I should have at least one more video out between now and then. But if not, guys, I really appreciate you coming out here. I know this is a long-winded video, but thanks for listening and see you guys later.